Why are you doing this to ourselves? Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Niemani starting kitten. Share one more a tonton mobile phone covers yi. Yankasa mo bi nya dwuma. Wo mu firi he. Ene so mo na kwa kwan mu a. Wo mo na kwan nu mu se wo mo na kwan ye wo de a wa okura ka no pa ba bi fa. And gradually, side no kwan na ekosoro. And nobody seems to care and for bia ho ne Ghana. And for bia ho. Obi say because edu baby a o say with the motion rom dodo exercise see ye ka na ni breso. Na obi ho say baby o man ni keke ko no enko ye enti e be den ne ye sen asiesie no ye be ni den ne asiesie o man no ye be den. Na say adwadifo su say retail say yesi konko ye taton no e Ghana fo na ye say yes adwuma no ene kwa boso kan ko so amazing ko tudu ko kan makola ko kaneshi everywhere ya ho ni go ene adwuma say Ghana fo ye no wo mo na ye ene obi ko fan chance niema aye no amu fiama no ne bank so ode ba bebre na ka Ghana fo tuton no no de gu ka ketu amu no ordinam house to house e di free nkrofo na baba gi ni sika onye Ghana ni ho okofo ne ma ne de ba bebre ankasa Ghana fo de ma Ghana fo yetu ni eton no no ankasa e de gu ka mu na onam house to house e de chance no e free nkrofo etua amom tua ne kakra oyo wagi ni sika no de be kwan go back to the maimu yet ya ni yesu say dollar ni ho. Are we serious? The sisi ade bo Ghana for no we are not doing it. Dia Ghana ni be ya ebe me na dwuma kosoro no politicians be gu no wo mo be gu Ghana ni na dwuma no na ho dwuma ho no ye na dwuma politicians be gu Ghana ni na dwuma esense si show de be ba nyina no ehihye no kutia Ghana ni no enkuntia ho na ono osuso tua to bebre na Ghana fo etu be de chechiro man no ho no mo no edu ba bi a tax exemptions no mumu na to baby every year bia ye wo companies enya Ghana for companies Lebanese Indian companies every year bia no almost a company needing every year almost a company needing e dey full for neighbor near mom tax free tax exemptions omo di niam ne ba omo twa hwe na Ghana ni a wa abre akokra 12 fita container e de afia ma no ne bag say bi so we na ba ne kakra no ne de to agu ni adwuma ne so saa ye betua to sa e be wiase no na dwetire asa na dwetire na asa you politician who na wo ye wo de wo te VAT mu na ye sogu wanu ntino you don't care about those on the grounds ene kokrom ne kohwe. People are dying. People are struggling to survive. A man for business, you go. Manufacturers, you huna money. See a car company, sir. I am manufacturing company, sir. Menoka say, Omo Fodu Apa. What is the government doing to support these people? Light bill, Omutia, woman to me. Water bill, woman to me. Taxes, woman to me. And you expect them to produce? Or producer, or the people so a could you be and talk na in the car? I'm not for business, you go. I'm not for business, go. I'm not for just she at a rate a be my dough. Share when there is a critical time, that is where asamo ba eni hunu se pani wo fie asamo maya bibia din sa samba fie a eni hunu se pani no wo fie no oye pani papa obetumi aboa ama ya asam ne asiesie no ana sa samba fie a eni hunu pani pa Nansan ekame say ye bibia ye bia no sa agro bi ne yedi o say ye dan o amafo to galam say say yesu ne yakwa nyina ne yakogina say ye bom pai we are joking yakogina galam say ye bom pai I mean, why empire bay yakopon fa so abofo megu galam say site wono mo pam mo to galam say nana. You see, I didn't know the practical aspects of your brabon wo. Yen fa nya adwuma. Yen fa nya adwuma. Ene no ye ti wona asa grow bi na edi. Esa Greek minister kofa board ya bebegu ministry say wo ton e de ma ayi. I mean, we are joking. This board ya na ye say ebu na e wo no. Ada ne yen kofa emfa my service market. Yede aba ho yede akọ sagbogburishi sagbogburishi kwa ni ho yakọ centers ahodo na adwadifo na ekofa wa chirichiri ba omudi bi ka ho ntini ese ne boa yeden no adwadifo mo meto ho at a reduced price. It's a adwadi ne beto my service park ho na wo ton na de bitu subumu a ne wo adwadifo ne na enye ene wo akokofa body abebegu ministry so wo ton body o ministries nkwada sembe no mi hwa de no kwa ton no kwa ne bo no kwa ne se de ton no kurun kwa no eya yepe I meet the special assistant to the minister say or say ade no mo ye no on man mo ho ka fu na ye digu track no kwa no fu no eye po ene yakosa digu mu ana mo mbotom sika na mboto fu ade digu ayi ye friend say tracks ni mu. Let's be real, so man. Na se the dibre man ya. Yen hwe kwa be for so dibre no betumi aboa ma o man na kwa nanim. Gradually, be say meko so aka kopim da meka ma na to mu wi asem say. Ghana ye dia. No kwan ya for so a ye se ye kikire man no. Yen twen. Enche bia. Aho na kikire kuro no. Wo de twen. Maka ka. Aho na kikire o man no. Na se de o mo be kikire no. Yen peda on be dia so ne abe yen koa and na ho business e bumu because of sisi ye de ebo wo munti mumi ehwe bi yo mumi ehwe bi ye na se ahwe bi ye ne yete ho ne yeka na it's all about power. Tumi amubenya na munya tumi nso a tumi na sesa mode boa manfo na manfo business tumi gina no hwe if private business is ejina aba woni problem amanfo bi oboa ama manfo business ejina woni problem yen ko import nyama bebre ye ni nyina wa ha ni aton wa ha the scanner ka ha obi ko nyama port bo twa duty nyama nyina awie wo so ma 10,000 Ghana cedis ansa container na pia bonten. What? Obi kotoka Honda CHR duty 58,600 almost 60,000 Ghana cedis duty. What? Ade? Aya ship. Ana aya train. Omi ehwe bibiye. Na oman emem. Na se de Ghana sie emem no. Si ansori ankasa ama leaders ehunu se wo ye leader wo boa aba wo ma hyewase esori gina se na kokọ batan osoro no pa ofre ne mana ne mani ni madua no mkwakodi ena no ena be hwete na mena nya bi adi ena no hwete a ono ani o ohwete ama ne mana nya bi a oso ano de ato ama ne ba se ne ba ne fa ani ena no emene sa be no akokọ batan ne hwete no na ekomode no onyaya kobedi na so odwen ne man hu nti no ohwete a onya na ode na pagya oyi na ode ato ama ne ba na de ba na di esasa ne ba ne me a ono batan no so na so mu badwo no. Good morning. Ani ebedi komo na ani komo ebedi no efa teacher for atu omote ye na and somehow don't sorry parliament in some ya say work in furata won come on kwa ba fa so be ko ne said ye no ne hu nsem bebre this proceeding in parliament see this see nyina no eno so ye nsam e be hwe ne de hu komo na no pe na mu de be kokuma se na ye ne Nuruddin edi nkomo Nuruddin e ka wo mu a ehwe abato nsem so e de ma ndi sama yoku ye nya ne tie se wo kina e na wo to mantam no mu mma aba no na chikame se mentim ho ase bi ne 1 to 1 to bi e koso na ono akokoye wo mu a ehwe abato no so asante mantam yi obetumi aboa ye pa Nuruddin machi hello Nuruddin machi ai na ehwe kwansen sa betumi aka Nuruddin na ye no edi nkomo ede afa ensemu a koso asante mantam ndi sama yoku no aba ombeto no ehun samsam no na ka yatumi edi hu nkomo kakra nti ye hwe kwansen sa betumi aka ne saka no a ye ne no ebedi nkomo afa omo ahoboa beni se de ne amasi eko nyina eho na meka wo so se na no pay ye da seda ema specials nsuo se wo mboa yen wo dwumedi hu sanso na this sweet chocolate drink and then coffee drink nso ekura yemu pa special drink nso aibo echidom enti yebo mo de asensa betu aka Nuruddin na ye ne di nkomo afa abato a ndis for to no asante mantam no ho na se ensanya anka no a ma ye ntwen ho ye koto nkra ba e be di nkomo Adishima ma yɛda se wunya betwe ma yɛkɔto nkrafe yaba yɛbedi nkomo na mo nkrata bia bɛka me sa ha menkan na mekan wi a na fe yɛdi nkomo ɛmfa nkomo a yɛbedi hu nanso wo behia sɛ yɛma Ghana fo hu niam ahodro bi sɛ medikan kan bibi ɛfa sɛ yɛma hoho nkwan bi nkasa hoho ntena ha na mu no akwan yɛma mo kwan mo yɛ de ɔmo pɛ no nkrata bi wɔ ha na we okay answer na mekwa man meye no maminko ahoma so amene nurudin kodi nkomo ye ba na fe nkrata efi kwaku ayepa wono and the superintendent of police ye western region na ye na di nkomo kakra na afa meda case bi akoso na woni ye hye akire no ye no matumi ahwe na ye di ho nkomo nurudin ma chie
yeah me na it say
boko na mo so
Yamenadum.
Owura ye ne kasai NDC amayoko no nkrabeta wasante mante woma ehwe abato no ho nsam so no wo dimu akotene pa no dim so far ma ho bo akoko sisan
Oh yame tuminti ye go so bibia edane kwan ndra nya small problem but ye go so ayetum ho na mo se ne be ya abato de baso
problem be na munya enra
onim se ndra na ya yen hwehwe already say ye ba ebeto abano nti anopa na EC draw your attention say there is a court injunction from Mansha South against the regional elections nti yetonwa na mu echo court and draw the court set aside the injunction at the Enebre EC. But the way we na no na time na it was around 2:30 to 3 and yetimi ye we na nti isi no mo ya de e bae mo bae no na nka say election start nti ye ahombo say ye start one of the aspirants e ka say one penima elections in start e bisana I was say 10 list company you say you should 10 list meanwhile the cabo mama near dada any you see na can say obi the injunction and there are 10 list into one say obi the injunction atuso yent me fa yem martin and trouble because yes you will be in contempt of court ema omu nyina atiase ba ye ba wow in elections obi kwere ne mathematics no ohun se ntwe ya na oye na adwen se oye basabasa but minia adia eye me nwanwa until now minti ase ne say ne paye sa no ne police gina ho e bo mama ne say yesem sanka mo betimi gini akwa abonte na ya tina election na o manye ya kan ye be kan ya mo say internal election na yeah internal election eno chere say nipa ba ko betimi abaye basabasa ya kan omanti ama isi ni kra catch commander say agent a create problem you have the right to take him out minia ya kan if it is an internal if it is an external elections would you allow such a thing to happen but ni na no nyame hwehwe no na ebren ye from bia no by the end of the day send the young say police were not willing to act ye kase ye for so one we are nyina so hwehwe abako nti ye na abora kasa na adwuncha eba ne say in order to save life and property let's just call it off na ene any parties in Asia na ntia say edwuma na ya toa elections
na no di wo kasa no ka asem bi se obi de injunction akwakoto so be hya se afiri ho de aba bapim onipa a wo se oye basabasa no why na di injunction koto so na the reason any de wo hin say o de injunction the reason ni de wo hin
o ka injunction na ye yiye no ana tin de no
so say obi the injunction bi ato original Mansha South okay
yes start if you Mansha South ye koto aba wo Mansha South wonim say e wo se woto constituency naba na constituency delegate na ebe to region into to constituency there no you call Mansha South and someone penny my end too because they have issues there and I'm within injunction at to one basso for Mansha South into here all other constituency here no NDC constitution am I a say if you are doing a regional congress and you have 2/3 of the constituencies done, you can go ahead with your regional elections. In Chomuka, and I said, the young call your regional elections. Your Korean Swa, Omudi injunction have 2 regional elections, also said. Omo to Omo Basso, Aba Omo Omudi injunction at Omo Mosono. In Chomuma region so enye. And then I am in charge of the courts and grant any issue and a plan of Daho. Ye ba say ba betwaba. But the second leg is a team list. 10 list, contestant in Bako. I see 10 list, problems for what short petition by and now ye be a call and I set to committee so monhe. And I want to say list, he doesn't believe in the list because of that. Or no the injunction they are too keen for no Maomon Twaba. In the case, wow, once there is a court injunction, we just have to take it away and then get the elections going on. In the Sana, we want to see a mumping. It is all beside seeing our assembly.
I see. Now, say, baby, as some Yakudrino, would you say answer better trouble? And I say, Mobile Fair say, we know who say, Nipebi shall say, Abama, Asantimantemo, Abamo Betuono, Nipebi any more fun. Shall see a Senabaya Basaba ABC. As so wouldn't say, sir, injunction name and Tim once in the Ekobekobeno. Oh, be shattery.
Oh, I know the many evidence be so will be shattery. Dear, Yenim say about to I mean, only will you require a about more than man. Any room. Whereas about to be in your head for into media maintain casse a be shattery. And Yamini say, maintain me once be na Abba. I always say it in us in a settle. I don't know, settle, maybe be okay. I think the road will be clear for the elections to come.
I see. And Tinacha said, Musha can say, watching a number 2 abano.
Yeah, you so already Ochinano, main regional elections, Ochinana. No basso. Elections in your youth and women were whole, and their own main regional elections. Into Nina, so we're not Amaso by Ochina, the Yamira Duma, a Bassuna, but your meetings and a bear I ever say. So, if come you know, Buma, say, bear is separate. After today's meeting, we'll get you know.
I see. Enti mensha sato for de no se wo munyan to ya na se bia ko true a na se wo mo no wo munya kwan ento original one bi ochina
say omo to a ene no part of the agreement na yenya wo court ni say court no eyi asem no omo say ene ye na omo nka na omo nkoto aba and as I'm talking to you officers ewo ho mensha south ni se na omo be hwe ama omo to aba nti so omo to omo ha se na ye to aba na that is okay but omo to omo ha se na omo to aba na ene reaching dia na ye ba be na omo sunti to aba.
I see. Okay. And no di e be da se every pem ne be san ba ho bio na ya hwe so fa na meeting am ye betumi aso aba pa bia ye da se Rate in the cafe Nurudin, work a woman shabat on some so our sentimentum, and this ama yukuno, aba on betuono, in Simbia sorcerer, and na ibidi home and common, and the home common. Now, and Kratana me say, me kaino, if the police at Jumukuna share a war at Emantemuna, superintendent of police, a year Kwaku Ayepa, and an insa a chassis, or say for head public affairs unit, Western region, or say. Police arrest 3 Chinese nationals for murder. Or say the police have arrested 3 Chinese suspects for the alleged murder of a male adult at Bonsa in the Western region. The suspects when Jan Juan Yu Shui alias Eli and Zhu Dangguan allegedly shot and killed a victim at a mining site on the 11th of November 2022. The body of the deceased has been deposited at the Takwa Municipal Hospital for preservation and autopsy. In line with our standard operating procedures and respect for Ghanaian tradition, the name of the deceased victim has been withheld until his family is duly informed of his demise. A search conducted at the residence of the suspect led to the retrieval of the murder weapon. Investigation continues and the suspect will be arraigned before court to face justice. Signed, Superintendent Kwaku Ayepa Wono. Na wadene sasha sato mantem na tiawa se achicha na fo miensa bi se wakobog obituo ekunu wo mining site bi na saa nipa miensa ya achi omu omfuni ewo ho na wo mo asem no mu hwehwemu wo mo ko hwe bebi a nkrofo etie no akode a wudidi ewu no wo mo saka enti efunu no so anase mu no edina kokɔhye takwa aban yaresabia ekora efunu no na yasa papa ni mo ahwede ye ya wuye na abusuafo no agye sɛ abusuafo no ye bɔ mama ne ansa na omu de onipa ne din aba betudwa nti over to you me nkasa bebre mfasa asɛm ho ye nyina ye hu sɛ obetumi afiga na ha akotu galanso wɔ China na China ni ba wafetu abɔ na kuna. It's up to all of us. Nipa na ye ka omasɛm yi wo mu na wo TV no so no nipa miensa isusu sɛ omukun mbo nipa ne tukun no Ghana ha no bibi Ghana ni no wo mfoni na ɛwɔ hɔ no nipa miensa no wo mfo on na ɛwɔ hɔ no wo din no ye when Jan Hua na fe Yu Shu Hui ono e frɛ no Eli na fe Zhu Dangguan wo miensa na omwo hɔ no enti asɛm sɛbɛ omo say yensuo omo say ye kwaye ya mam ho kwan na omo ye na omo twituo ebo Ghanafo eye niema nsem fata yete ho ye hwe obade ohata suri ehwe ye nyina makoma na me se biri pamu no aketwe bia se fata ye mu bia no ode bema yen edamo ase ena no pay for me second mufie ha Matthias B.E. Boateng or your governance and international relation expert one or team in Fasui or Penia Kwaba. And I'm more afraid Ababi Okumi. One no Adenta Kumina man for Tafreno. Enkane NPP Adenta constituency aspirants. No pesanke ya tuaba mano amana ebeyem na sebe dwani ewo NPP amaye kondin mu na nso wanya. And so still or that so ewo ho ye friend Adenta Kumi. One or team benkum so pe no. Ono team in champion no ena opani o shefugu ati akire hoyi me nua no nso wonhwehwe me oye obi a waben ewo apadie mu nsemu pa wosan eye engineer so eka ho na ne din eye ni Amon Kote anyesa
Kote
me sheda na me say bi Kote ono ba fie de bia na ohwehwe me ntimi se me sei ni dia ma na akasa opani akwaba
ye kronto
bibia boko de
ye
de ho ase ma me hyase mfamfiri wo so na ansa na no agric minister say no planting from food and jobs market nti wo de bode ekọ ono ani ministry ho no ko bo canopy na oton bode na ewo ho no na afua Sadaland Park na okoton bi ewo ho sa sana mutui wo be de na waje yeso be san na waje na se minima what follows our story.
Yes.
What gonna say?
Some good program, but any kwano no, ne kwaso no.
It's all sign and waji. On credit basis,
well, whatever. Agric sector no. You wo say ye dua adie wie. And it has some aspect of transportation to the market. A conclude kra wo tama ye die.
Yes.
It follows the chain. Na the concept na ne agric ayina waye no. O de planting for food no eka ho a. Na ko say or di dwuma no but anwie enti senior situation is here no in terms of your economic situation no ama the cycle no antimi and complete and I'm seeing say he's having a lot of bashing so and by way of knee jerking no he has to prove say he has performed and yeah brother abba why not. Let's take advantage and push Brodier to where it's supposed to be. Near here say menya adwuma na. But sanka wotimi tenase na ohwe how to go about this exercise na oko Germany
yes.
Omo wo normal shops ewo ho. Omo wo normal activities of buying and selling. But it drew Saturday and Sunday. Omo bibi omo friend weekend markets. Omo pep asasi ya time bi eda ho. Na ye de ejanan bi in a mobile form alcohol. Ye de electricity alcohol. Na ya shiche land no in a like a store. Na ya set carpet wo form ho nyina until you take a portion now what display will wears no ho na weekend no omo anya kwan anko market during the weekdays no omo nyina akoho until yam fan se bia Kwabena na ya set bi wo ho se kaswa na ya set bi wo ho se latabia koshia na ya set bi wo ho eno no Enokrano helps to take away hawkers on the street because everybody will move to that side. So what I say. But we are not applying all what we have learnt in school. And well, city planning no, I am online. Bibi I am online. And well, say ya hu chiraba menya ka miensa bi yenko from one yenko to sabodi enfamra body and there are so many other foodstuffs you bet media ba yashada planning including hardwares no na they are doing no Saturday ano pay ube hu se ne enkofo ebe ekoho akodi omudwa including even Sundays after church people will rush there about 5 we start to mop up the area now cleaners aba no more cleaning till the following day no ba you won't even see say activity way akoso ho but obi anyane de what did they but I don't know who is planning the city and who is thinking
okay planning the city kwa na imagine offer nko kwa so na nsen main road no musu ho no nso to no nsen kwa ni yiri ya kwa bi nko ka
eno so ewo ne problem. And the problem is say insu free of fanko nyina fanko chrome right side nyen ahano result hono insu no free hono nyina so hono nyina ba free nursing college hono ne 7 days no hono nyina e ba no entumi mfuru mfa myself in so ho enko because ya obi nkofo sheda a feel hono amana basoro entu be hwe a muse chi hono hono ya fro insu no kota ho na returning adi atwa kwanum adi besene akọ taifa enso ni free taifa na bawo die free ofanko na sese ekọ no enko enti ekọ no ho saa na asafa eho no na ebedu ha no so a taifa eho no so no ebe furu taifa soro ho no
entumi mfo
anu so ntumi nkọ enti na chese ye de be ye wo ekọ no so Now somebody must be thinking. Oh, dear Mechano. It is not a matter of say we are a bulldozer now who ni pem na come na do a chi. You have to think for the region. That is why you are the boss. But sometimes in the mission, I'm say well, what be uni as you yanko. And I don't know say nyame boa. Nobody is putting anything on paper. Say at least my way will be so betwaso, near twaso, near co. But you know, and me know your cousin, your babu, I home near Fred. Propose a denta kumi, and ni young conqueror. Ni a dibia taria home. Says Uncle Voe, or me, wait, and movie and Tiomo. Near I ask 7 on line. Meanwhile, no. Anka ye omu tie na ye nyina ye de adwene abet so because yes among for afele the top of mile 7 ho no atwemu a bihyiemu wo fankwasi ye ho o ma fele and o ma ye o ma de but we can still create the drains what I say na man afa be dey sese fa echo because engineering work now ka say we allow no say embe twa kwanum na emra chaifa side ho na yes, there is a river between Taifa rail line any moose the other side of moose no. Yes, in should be free also but baby na yamfuri any waste you know yeah sa honi nyina no construction na ahipu honi nyina ma na koso enti nsuo no entumi nko somebody must do something your team say a cold dry season no be akoda eba wet season na nsuo no ba biema na asa be kan ho ase
pete o kira mesi bi dan
enti at this stage no ade na ebe ye
from anyame
oh well enti na omo so mo bompa ye ama o man no ayeye no sometimes no me ne omo ya adwene say empaibo no ba ebia na ebe susu mpanyimfo bi adaye na oma ye de sese omo ye but say bia ye peno say ade ne be buy we nsem say like in a miracle form no eno de atwam sa mre na twam na susu wadaya na oda ho na bibi bawtrim kwe sorry na ye we ya ho na abehu say nyame wo ho nti I do nyame boa nti ye nyame boa economy
adenta kumi anope mi hiti kakra menya hoho bi na hoho ni nyaga nani nti eno anopa bi de ne fa kurumu kakra na ohwe ga na ohwe akra di no is this your national capital I'm say yes nti ono so tutu na ne hwehwehwe say eno ano so na ne enam say there efi ayekwa no so nyina no says why don't you sweep? Don't you clean the roads? Don't you wash the roads? Also, obisa question na me yasma anu ya me mama no. Se ma fere sa na na dwono. Mama na na me dey akweti na ka mu se yempuye kakra. Street light ba ko kra nya adwuma. And you obisa so why are you having power crisis? And I'm saying why? I said total darkness everywhere. What is going on? Bis ma feri ama ene ma no wo hwe manu kwatu mu se obi ama na ma dwenu ho abisa mo question say ye wodachi so man for me minim say wodachi bi e bia na wo ameme say wodachi bi a pe ne ma ekoso
well you see on my year you know we the ma mentia with you for na mentia me senior co panelist ene yewo radio yewo TV UTV so a ye beka Ghana honsem na sina we de me srewa ye secretary ne wo office no ne papa aka baby nti abige oklu me ma o yako senya me mfa papa nsi ye sina edru baby ana ensem ne ka no eya ye din because o kan sen na ayeye yes meka abaya ewo make a party a ɛwɔ aban mu but who realize say their individuals are di adwuma ahyɛ ɔmo nsa sɛ kamo yɛ di adwuma na ahyɛ ɔmo nsa sɛ kamo yama aboa ebetima tena ha ne aka sɛ we president onhwɛ but you see the president cannot have his eyes everywhere so it's important say wo a yɛ di adwuma ahyɛ ɔmo nsa no wo be di adwuma yie ama ne sie nyina yɛ yie aya wo say nyaatwum ana abro ana obi be ka say ebe yie ana ye di adwuma hye onsa so be ye na ye nyina ye bodi na ye be ka say mo ba aban mu no wo be ye say ni so senior nyoma bi say ye kan na ne kan aye ya but me gidi say ye akoso no ye be hwe saa nyoma yi ye be prompt ye ho as a party we believe say we have to do it na de be ya magana ye yama ye nyina enye biedi no eno na ye adwen ho nti say wo party dim na wa aban nim ne ama position bi na wuntimi enye emani sipita na you don't deserve to be a part of it obi de bonu beka you've neglected your duty sa nyume yi na edi nkofo bi ko opposition sa nyume yi so ukoso ya edi ye be ko opposition so if you are a member of the party ni ama ejuma hye onsa and now you member of the party kra na ejuma hye onsa ese wo se ejuma na wo ye no enye na nado ejuma na wo yo ana enye MPP ejuma na wo ye Ghana ejuma nti se ye bra ana se ehun twitwuma nkofo eboka nyina ye Ghana fo ana wo a wo ye ejuma no so o ka ho because the bonika the taxpayers money and the DSN ejuma so taxpayers money no and ye sade tu awka so see na some way you can I mean very womb pa because na I say say you are dragging someone's name into misrepute but this is what is going on this is what is going on me who said that
who said that na fa
make a crama na kusi
who said that na fa boat
aya say niam
boat also who said that na kusi anopa me ka na hwe aya na me dam ana me yura ho esan say anya hwe kura no ye anya hwe kura etu kwan ba ko mienu miensa bi obia busia ye a anka ope ana sabe busia na sori keke ye ye busia pani bi no tena so no chichire busia na ma discipline be ma busia ngina be bi agina nti wo ho ani abo something family ya bo something family your business start ye na kakra do be bia ye duro no there seems to be no direction e wo Ghana bi no se bia wo do wahu dia me say hwe enwa ye na musu ene ne ye kwan ye de be boost ye hu esu nyina yifi poto they say cast na so abaka say jama na mu mfuturu kwan so nso toti wi a ba bia yiri enkrofo de posters afin politicians posters ye ne mu akora bi da so a ye junction so ya da so what is going on
Kwabena
bra
ne dika no mamefa inchia ema Tatiana ne excellence in Shirane Aseda ne Sandrine let's start with agric there no on my muha say na menu apeni kan no ye na hwe ana say show show ebi na si ye no agric there planting for food and job ade bia eka SDGs no ho a year to promote agriculture zero hunger and then we should look for food security eka SDGs no ho it is planting of food and jobs no e buy no yin na agitu mu you say ade papa but enye e brabia wa hu say wo faili e na say person ye show e de chama for say bibi ekoyi eja minu nya ebe yin we krasi o ye nim say brode e won season e de ba brode e won season e de ba ko micro masa setre e walembele brode na bu dada ye agric minister nya na adu so be planting for food and job na brode e bu dada se brode ni ho a na ye di banch ampesi ba brode ba ye di banch ye di brode ampesi but say ye wo fufu brode ba na se se akwa krasi bebre abo se fufu mo no brode ne dosun e che se brode aba Now we show a video na ye no. Brother be na ye kwakoto ye sign ansana yaje. Me kwato brother o se me sign me twa sen me sign sen na me de age. Say who failure mo when tia say challenge me fail.
Do you see him as who say we failing?
What failing? It's okay, what failing?
Greek minister failing.
Everyone for failing. That what is the food security? What failing? SDGs now your person we want to have a sustainable development as part of sustainable development goal. Then one plan for food and job aye. The employment na diaba. Zero hunger ben the year free. You see, as for decision taking there is a cycle. Decision taking a cycle. What started would identify problems or co any manner so do baby so you're monitoring and evaluation. We are monitoring and evaluation on Jamaican and co year. You reverse your decision. What do you want for? What taking other steps for? But don't try and come up to say ebu and then ebu. Well, and then that apartment now boy. What was the prices? Then that Ben out to Chrome, I'll cut up brother, I was signing top brother. And I'll cut signing J brother. Is it free? Is it for free display? And I'm like, say it is the consume say to me consuming at the say buy a table me to me didi you won't try and say yes, why are there? But say what do you say YouTube which I'm camera see na Google I want to have fair with your brown shirt. Nya wo ye nyina say nko TV ni so na say nko from movie and consume. What is the essence of you being here?
Enfa so bi ani so.
Enfa so bi ani so. Inti yesre no Dr. Usu free yesre no. So be rethink ya on rethink foforo. No ma ye hu se chale on mind be aircon no. Enko but agree no. So person ye ni ye on ye no ye ni ye. Ye mi so our presidential ambition. Don't use this agree this hashtag to try and push your presidential ambition or whatever it is. We want to have full security in Ghana. Period. That's what we are looking for.
We share some ama man kwa na say o share aman wo Africa Ghana ha na yeduane bo den pa.
Yes,
the whole world. We are saying Ghana yeduane the whole world. Ghana yeduane bo den pa. I mean how?
So don't try and come and say you see, I mean, first, let me say, my former director with TV3, Ato Afro, this old graphic, was if we should make agri the sector of our economy. And this is what countries like Cote d'Ivoire are doing. Cote d'Ivoire say from now drew ultra board now for a boss so qua. Brodier. For example, abe. Whatever. That is what football used to lift the Ivorian economy. That's what football used. Well, it is sad the man also up. If he really wants to be part, promote this agri planting and food job, he should go to La Côte d'Ivoire and copy and learn from them. That is what we should be doing. He should go to La Côte d'Ivoire and learn. Second, my member and Moga Heritage Bornyumbi. Moga Heritage or Bornyumbi or say me to part one, but I mean it's that it falls in your line. Say a bear yes when your hope will be a wabba crew. Our person in Nijina did not call a baby na near a was say oh but yeah they say yeah penny for no our motigan Ghana hano or motoquine yeah penny for no a two coin. It's a motoquine as or moka a mokon kuwadia yefena I didn't use sika eto ticket a two coin. See, it is because Agya FM no ewo why didn't they what any to fast at the corner Andre share tema motorway international Kwabena Kumasi question motorway atetia pansam almost so more patch and drum ko fast so patch bi omo ye masa omo anye kra nkeye omo anye kra nkeye ejapa omo anye kra nkeye edu achire su kakra eto ehwe kasoa Shady see Kaswa.
Obi the best 6 hours.
Shady see Kaswa.
No 6 hours.
Kaswa is central region. Abanye Tusi onya vote party central region. Ghana ha nyina say to aba na say vote obenya central region no. Argument so we NDC or NPP will go to obenya central region say ba can will not vote region so NDC a utumi so we ni. Say if central region say ba can a central region utumi so but she Kaswa Shady see e. Issue to want to me come. Eshati maiwa insuta untumiko untumi and additional na motorway jinyame o like o kala tinya jinyame It will not buy the yesterday. That trend is say.
Also, I watched you this morning, but I can't.
If he's watching,
Yes.
oh, baby, you're free buy. They can't you. Baby, you're free buy. You're Ghana for. When you are putting on your penny for the casa, catch home, no money, mo say. Baby, you're moting or mutu ko. You're president. So called climate change nibi. So called unkrofo. And yet, Akufa don't want to be too much. Ijoka Brown, minu na ya kamu.
Sure.
Menu na Akufo-Addo MPP aban administration. They are administering the affairs of this country. But when you talk about the government, we are all part of the government. We are all part of the government. Menu top yet bottle way special water, very good water. Extinction nyina e wogana nyina so. But ya no mu wia I see who say bottle na say the two baby beboa. Na atu bottle na kotokote. Ni atu bottle ba extinction ko yipe na the subon bo president. Bibia be ko subia na the subon bo president. Ba ye nyina ye kan be country broke country no broke. We dey inside.
Anyway,
Intino, I
also I watched you this morning. I'm say watch yen cabro for na wati. You make a tree. Entina no. Na yes akadela dem so abeka dela dem so abeka yensa e ofia dela kwaba.
Ya me nua be ma.
Bibia boko de.
Eja nyame adom ye ho ye.
The radiasi. The radia. And not plan for food and job. Ukoje by planting for food and job market. Omo de kan your ministries wan kasansan no moye kan canopy ho na on ye bako Fesada Land Park and so moye bako obode ne na e wo ho no san a na waje Prince Akenya PR na and say minister of agric PR na and say whoever na bisa say ho na ya wo san no wo mo sign on a credit basis and dan ho ana say wo mo ye de to ri nya wo ma ke be pepa de la wo follow wo ji decide we sustainable.
Agya Kwabena beda se ma menchia ahwefo enka bone bia nim se nka ban beka se eduane wo nkurase a e promi ko fa abam ni pedi but adwen etai we ye chire no aye political and it cannot be sustained adentia aban na hunu se amen no obuo no ebu afa no so onye bibi keke enti se wokọ bunu na so wokọ fa brode de ba na sa obaton brode ni 25 series na eton wo krom 30 series a dia na wo ye meti ashaima me ba beto brode ni bi me full car na me ba krom a betua 16 series into in and out betua 32 series na ma ba beto brode ni 20 enti me ton wa shama jom 30 series a mfa so ho se de omo ye enti wo ministries wo anase wo mo tin kran around baby omo ton brode no wo mo no nya ho mfa so na tie car no a wo de kofa brode nde baye no wo mo to de zenu go mu aban na atuaka anase wo mo high driver so wo high driver e na wo tua ne car wo mo se wo de be ba no brode ne bo no be den ba se wo fa aban car e na wo fa aban sika e na wo to petrol gu mu e na wo de kofa brode ne baye a wo ba beton brode 20 series now they change governor brode ne 20 series into over the omo yi MPP aban no hu over the baby eduro no omo hu say aban no tonsuom enim guase nkoa no modi gu omo na omo nya wie yo by the time e be di December ye be ko February March na Akufo-Addo no be sere Ghana for say the time waso opaye chew opese retire na okufie ye be ka si da bi tra so edru baby a me say enim guase be gu na adoa mo no nkasa be ka say me pese me sorry me pese me resign Ghana for be ka si David wo na utwe wo num se yeti sika so sena ho tena so na wie for 6 years no enim guase be ko fie ye hu bi da pre me ka chew
na say aban no e kire say plan for food and jobs yi aboa amaduane ba agric minister me am interview no
thank you
ma me ne kasa no kan say plan for food and job no aboa papa ama adwuma bebre aba o ma figure bi mi refi kakra say etumi create jobs ama nipa bebre anya bi aye ama aduane abu ene ne ma tetete saa aduane abu no kranti na ode body no abey ama body a it say adanse na osere
agric minister dey
party for food and job
minister agric minister na baby no kodru say okonkunu baby say ekrobi so say oh o matwa brode egu ho a ekwan no nye nti brade no ntumi ma. That was the rationale behind this thing. Okodu baby when say brode no aduane wo ho. Now so ekwan no brode season. Nso ato ma brode season. Nti okwan no say mami nkope ka mrai na yembe sesanko. E no kofa ka bai. E na me bisa say car no o de fi ha de call ye no. Omo to diesel no gumu at 1 cedi 105 cedis 1 gallon no egumu. E na o de call bono. E na o say fi wo de aba. Into ma spend be 5,000 wo petrol nko aso. Now what the brody and the buyer? Jerry Omo ye the brody and one or no one can say a ton of 3 cities. So them no can say a press conference. I catch as a brody a 4 me a ton of 3 cities in 4 cities. And I confess the AB. I know last year. Last year. Last year that's 3 cities and can they can inflation about Pan Canberra city. Inflation 100%. Inflation 40%. And the 40% of 3 cities. And do 6 city book. It's the annoying. What for the Omo ye populism? They don't have solutions. A buying way any solution. They can't solve our problems. Right? Every reasonable Ghanaian or be out sena what share or mind dini who say a member no papa ni bu no afono. On any ministers near they have run out of ideas. They don't know what to do again. Omo pemwa. They omo yo.
Mo omo.
Na omo mfa wo hwe. Hwe mpanyifo mbeto omo a hwe kasa ni adwene omo kire. Na na do mfada. Over until onim de Rekubo friend no. And then I say Rekubo say oh you stubborn president. The who cannot find adwuma. Rekubo enti na e wo de we mu. Who can fa. Hwe Ken Oforiata dey. Na wan kasa wo nua. Na wa ye the finance minister. I don't point a conflict of interest. Corruption. Now man penyin no aye di na eti wo. Na wan kasa wo MPs ba ko 80 parliament aba be ka chese man penyin. Nipa no a o finance minister wa bon. Na juma nyafe no man payiti the that is fiancé no nim 6 years the president didn't know say Ken Oforiata is not good not
onye good saying onye good that he has been an affair of economy abepim sabe
and one mismanaging to this time dollar January yana dollar near 6 cedi 20%. January ya be your November and then 15 cedis plus e ko 16 kra de ba fom e da nko 40 see ye yi nuo e na o mo tie so 1 cedi e me ba 15 cedi wa fa tie Ken Oforiata and Nana Akufo-Addo, they have mismanaged the economy. Global pandemic, COVID, Russia-Ukraine war.
Okay.
Sir, yes, oh yes, of course. And
how do I do to be a question of Andra? I want to be Yano. Bob Bessa, how do boy Ukraine and it is a question. How do boy Ukraine?
Bob Bessa, the command Ukraine and Russia.
Ukraine and Russia, more common talk one.
I'm inflation 21%. Bomba to Ukraine war, bomba to Ukraine, about 3,000. And so on so inflation 21. Ghana there 40.4.
You see, media from an expert view, no. Nanado started very well. You see, Oba Bemono, or invited ex-presidency na a buyer. It was a very beautiful thing. International, everybody was talking about it. What I say. But going forward, I mean, when you came, you invited President Mahama, President Kufuor, I think President Wallace was then there. Yeah. You invited them. Up to your mobile, me sure say we have consultations. Who take your mano kakra. What corner I or man mu you know. Call these same people. Me say President Kufuor that he's still an MPP, you know. You might be talking to you. But President Mahama has brought up ideas, solutions. What can say?
Fakra.
Mary, what the for no better now change. What I said now, only no embo in common. One see there also. We have Dr. Paco syndrome, Abu Sankara or Hodom. What I said. Last week they say Ayariga of APC, and also man solutions. These are minds we can bring together. What I said. Let's see. Me man yet say MPP from Kwa. What I say. And then no say. Otie the Ghana for no eka, he will be a very excellent president. But say one tia, say can I say one tia, oko anti.
Okay. Ene anti ade na ye bobo break ho.
President Kufo ho nkoro ho.
Ye bobo break ho na fe ye hwe. Ye di wurawura mu a na ababa be si finance minister asemu ya ye mfa no na fe mfa education nwie. Se obekọ se wonko. O share the minority akon person mo fa so ye nyina pe se majority se kan nye wonko. Minority se kan nye wonko. Okwan ya minority person mo fa so edi tu no nko. Ana se edi pamono no nko. Ana akwan ya majority so pe se ye fa so edi no eno so enko. Ni ehwe because it's your parliament. Na akwakwesi adane edi ama committee se committee hwe within 7 days won fa report mra. Na akame say no ade no ya dane e wokwan bi so esan say kwakwa ye say wo hwe debate ene commentary koso e wo omanimu a kwakwa ye say nya some kind of political twist bi say NDC for adwenbo no boso mu di yero kanufura tadi free ho na woni aye no no party for no so adwenbo no boso mu di ni free ho so ye na dwuma yi a do we have to bring politics into this at this stage? Mama say through so engineer.
Well, body politics in the Obabia.
Okay.
And so do we have to bring politics into this? Adena Kasa is political.
Okay.
And we are within the political arena. Now, Ghana's economy, no, Adena high in CC. Senior kind and another started politically on a goodwill by inviting the ex-presidents, but no alone doesn't say it doesn't show anything about how to run the country.
Yeah.
It just a symbolic IEB gesture. After that, no, and I feel otisimu to manage the country. Now, in every business, even let's use radio, for instance. Moye radio programs.
Yes.
I was saying more per Korea, you will get revenue. Monye for the Christmas radio program station, but akwa move so revenue
yes.
to pay salaries of all these gentlemen and ladies here. And morane advert ne moniama ni nyina na mo betimi aye ye niam bia e di cash flow beba e be ma monya cash because you can't pay their salary on goodwill. You need cash. The same thing applies to running of the country. Nana to buy no. Enyama wabe ye nyina no. Ni nyina no follow under what we call consumption. Or engage about 123 ministers. That is the NPP3. And also establishing new ministries. Over 5 new ministries. Now say kwale mu ba ku ministry for enterprise BBBB. And also ka ho.
Which go for under trade.
Sa and also ebe ka ho. Monitoring BB and also be ka ho. Zongo development ebe ka ho. Special initiative rural development and integration one. Just say create a whole lot of ministries. Now each ministry no so cost to each ministry for 1 year.
The staff and stuff.
The amount of money that will go into it, you know, and yadia yedidi agro. Enti ni nyina follow under consumption. Yete one was say Oswako cleaning banks. And also sike komu close to about 25 billion.
Jesus Christ.
What I say? Now, yete was say Oswako creative regions. And also sike komu is close to about 10 billion. Now, yete was say Yankokoye Ghana card. And it's about $1 billion. But you're spending about 600 million.
Yes, 1.22 billion.
You're spending about 600 million. See, and Tidiakano, you're trying, Entina, yɛntumi nkɔ yɛnim no now yɛte wa electoral commission so akɔ akɔtwerɛtwerɛ din na yɛde akɔto aba ɛno nso about $100 million ɛno nso so yɛde kɔɛ na do the flagship programs NABCO planting for food, planting for tree, planting we've blown about 60 billion.
Jesus Christ.
Cedis. Now, yet Auditor General report by from 2017 to 2021, Sika Ayira is about 50 billion. Now, okay, can we bomua? No bisa say. So next stage, Sika die in Albania or the running country, because when a cop Ghana for,
and yeah,
President Kufuor Ebekono Ujaya one oil field, a discover for bar or mine. President Mama Ebeko Ujaya 2, a discover for about mine. So say another running 6 years, a deben Ujamaya, a discover or mine. Nina ko spending enti sa wo chichi cross a na so obi bowa e woni kromu a e betiji wudiem
fantastic point
because one kasa no onamu aye ha enti na wo beka say Ukraine war no e betumi nya effect e wo yeso because your defense no are very weak what I say enti na COVID e be ma yiti apaye because when it does say be a multinationals be other states be a only omo edi kasubom no o metuma be so asene kakra safo ni na COVID na ma omo dina tiri bom e wo omo krom ho enti ono na o beja na hwew e ma so enti during this period ni nyina no wo be ha yes minim say COVID buy no odi mikasa akọ IMF ameko boa no na ade seriously speaking, so I say yet serious analysis pa. Na Dubai in 2017 near IMF dada. Na IMF for my 350 million at the soya sene. And they call 2018. You know so yaji every year. And on no extending call 2019. June ho baby and was say ye free mu ye nkobi. 2020 no dimrika akoji 1 billion because of COVID. 2021 another 1 billion now 2 billion despite the fact say hano heritage fund ni skabia di gugu ho for say be ko hihie mo be kosom no ni nyina no yakọ rekini nyina to fight COVID until 2022 no ento hwa ono ankasa atichiri Ghana kro no enuru 1 year so ono without external support enuru 1 year and was a dimika as a day echo no also that this city no enti at this stage no finance minister no ne nyama esarando ne ye ho no se oyi ni free wa obetimi anya relief bi afi baby because obi foforo ba on pakwan so won friends or won partners or won nkofo a omo betimi di different ambience bi aba system no na okoyi na free wa ono ani party for about 80 at the petition akoma no ana so omo ka bibi say so wan yina free wa omo ene ne betwene tawi ena yanom so in terms of opposition omo so ade omo de akoto ho na nanka ideally no parliament na dwuma ne say obe check executive but say ye chichiri ye parliament no ya chichiri parliament ni na way say say ansana obetumi akọ parliament wo no party be vertical party be so wasene in terms of funding party be campaign amount party be man crop ato aba amount entu ko gina parliament wo na sa checking of executive no na ye very difficult for you executive no so nim sa no constitution no so mo kwan na mo so abefa MPs ni bi na ayo mo ministers no ma dane executives and is checking no now very difficult for the whole parliament now a minimum bold atumi aka say president ade we de dabi enye na ɛhɔ no wɔn say speaker ma ruling over adwasafo no yanom NDC for ankahwe na yanom NPP for say hey na speaker dey asem na ye ka no adenti no omubufu say speaker refer issue no Emma plenary say house ni na discussing because parliament is a house of committees.
Yes.
It is a committee area. Yan fan plenary ni yan discussing. Yan man tiase. Yempene. Okay. The same vein Safa Bill. Decision on finance minister no. Parliament is house of committees. Why don't you refer it to a committee? And also NDC for say hey, yes yan tiase omumu na omu buafu. Speaker atomra onto mra bia eye committee adwuma na eye enti se motion aba mo fan committee se committee ni tenase na committee ni the report ba na be debate enti ho no obituma be ka bibi ho yam fan say sikasemo yesi wayi e dia koma cathedral no I don't think say finance minister tenase ya no a edidi me ye na o check no it's a cabinet decision enti so oba be yi anu he must come with all his documents. And the floor of the house atama ya bi bullet ama no e ho na obeyi na chese obema atem na enwonwura it committee ho no he can bring all those documents enya me pe ana de ma musi ma ye ni nyina no na chese ayeyi enso so ya ntiase ene say ya pimpia akodu hai mini we betwem na yakọ me no Kwabena ye ba boy ebia 16 years wo makodi nsamoni wo krom ene ye de o maba ene ye say ye ntwa wo mo ma emienu na wo wachoba no na watwa 16 lashes because this 16 years we am na aduane wa kire nse de o ye ne nye wakotena se na me match aso me ba no ma twe na fi do rekwan so a de na kofie mi wi abasa bonus 16 asama na aduane adi se ni tiri nyina ba wotere aha anu ni the difference no NPP for no pese o mu pia finance minister no nkodi na NDC for there no so mu pia na ni tiri hu besa wotere
that's the criminal aspects of
me kasa o na oka me say so omu kwan na omo de ne fase no ni tiri hu nyina ba wotere ama obesa kofie ana NPP for no hwam ze ha o mo ga se mo ye smart wo mo pese mu prepra ye nipa no eye o de ye be pia no but mo kwan ne de yemfa so eno ne bebia ye gina yi na finance minister ne de se na ama na nko a I don't know how Nana will run the nation from 2023.
Okay.
Because IMF scano, there is no way Baba unye restructuring of your economy. How to manage your debt. Yes. IMF any for that Christmas. They won't give it to you. And you know, so untimi me chere Ghana for say, me yi ha, me twa ha, me ti we free ha, me say. Now they are chere, no be who say, okay, sa kwan we so no. Eye ye betumi aye na wo gya ne saa se ye manage ni saa bibia wo bia entra ho saa ye nye haircut ye nye bibia no I don't think say you are
going finance minister say
budget na ready
to be on namu no the pain any agony our namu no asem krofo ehu na so ote ya odi ya obre oti apini odwe ne Ghana say juma no ye na ano den Papa no bro.
Say one who say Tama or sign contract ama a former bank no. Na omonko ye negotiations na ye nyeska we nya share no. Eno na wan hu so obre. Ana abatwo no ana to become a president no. Yan konko pa obi chow la sulu la say be di president o.
Debi.
Eye wa na wo ko bom pro e be kire yen say yen so wo hwe ana mon ka me hwe na metimi ayadwuma no. It is a demand for Fuwa. Member can't say who will pay this beam because we'll be young for a yin so and Cotina who will pay more jai. Sorry for you.
No be better. Mammy, both my boss. Mammy, call a commission. Now, come here. Yeah, say, baby, I dream. Come here, say, I could Danny alphabet for say, I bet debate.
Yes.
Ye say ye be ni say mo adwen bone na mo de ba nya adwen bone na mo de ba mo so ye ntia se mi ni we ye is the parliament okra na keme say speaker okra ne mutaka say na it was very hot argument parliament e dey na ekoso yi
over adia e say ye tia se say adia na bibi ebesi wo parliament no bi ebesi bia ye political
sure
and no dey say ye tia se and as you say politics no e adwenche obia pese ye fa no so obia pese obedi president no obia won the message odi bedi president no ye fa say free SHS kra obia wo ne hihye ya me sure say ura mahama wo ne hihye ya opese odi be ye free SHS into ni nyina ye adwenche ba adwenche bi wo wa obi free say udi di ne bone minti saa no wo ye den echiechire mu eche nipa ne se saa adwinche ya ode ka se ka yemfanyi minister no enye na nipa no so abeka se enya se ne be ye no ama no ayeye so first of all I feel say minority they've not been fair to the majority.
Why?
In what of I don't know why no Munim say over minim say it's me minority minim say me here vote ama say UTV ha metena show no so a me here vote ama ya tena vote no so
sure
adentina say me wo issues and motion bia ebema ma betena show no so a me no be discuss because minim say me nko am vote na me de beba general manager with UTV no enfa ade na me nko am meko say me the motion eko until you will be a friend of parliament broader consultation. As you busa you say, did that go well? And before, if you say you are trying to discredit the person, you are trying to incriminate the person. Yes, Anna, you say you want the issues to go into the own friend of parliamentary hazard. You can friend in minutes, no. Open say a minutes, not that or they can't say. Now as a party, no, who see a better now say who be good party in who thing. Because a boss Anna wegu nipa no finyo ba aban no so na wegu ni fin and as a party obiaye people are naturally instinctive say obe defending ne de MPP na eba out ebeka say opese there are no 80 ministers 80 members of parliament eba out beka say ejuma owura ken eye no omu fi say na ejuma no say performance no aba form. They stated emphatically said the economy ni nyoma eyi nyina aba ni nyina asobo no ekobo henfa ekobo Ministry of Finance no mo say enye ken nko aneko na nipa minister ye advisor to the president on finance no cha minister no so onka ken ho no nko e friend efieje dum enya ado asem de na asem ko me first of all me dream say can the papa mu ka ese minister ne etro letter asem started by na emma censorship ni sa we nyina brofo akese ame ajusu ni ma betina me tibia me campo ka ne papa mu ka minister natural letter akoma president say ko ka ni we nyina ekoso yi for the good interest of Ghanaians. Say Anna, the good name of the party say party ni binya sa crowd say MPP they can say we have the men e betimi atwaso no me di medjuma atoho kasinia enye no na kia betena ha ye ka kadela ene dela hiti say dela bisia na sa roti ni hiti sa
onya bibi o man kwa na ebi mo say papa no eye obra kan forata mo ndis fo so onko mo so mo se wo onko but be ka say in principle no mo jitum
in principle
na mo so say mo de mo ko bo ndis fo na say de ka na bato no ka parliament na nka munyina mo ko ndis fo achi use ndis fo method no eyi ni free ho a anka politically no ndis fo be use against mu ana ni time mo ye de mo ye
senior it's not about say ndc fo be use against us their element be wo motion na it say of America say mempe wa ha biom na eja engineer so ka say ompe wa ha biom eja engineer ye nyina ye ka say oh ube adwuma late that is a credible factor but eja engineer ka say ube adwuma kra like he's making an allegation we cannot substantiate the two of us don't agree with it into then na me ko ka eja engineer ho say ye pushu ma wonko obia be person obey any dey according to but asema America say ka even if it was in the interest of NDC say can nye political now we are all coming to a consensus time MPP for a bar out ebe ka say the person minister na kono we all come to the table. These are the 80 ministers. NDC for these are the 80 members of parliament. NDC for also members of parliament they support the motion. No? Then we come into a consensus. You use guideline. No? The aim no. I say nipa na so oko.
It's not affecting the party because onipa no wo no.
And America say send papa man.
Because send papa man. I say majority say 80 MP so. Na 80 in a 95. But you say no tie parliamentarians almost say a majority decision say the finance minister must go. It is must go there. Why then? Because on no can was sometimes can say ojaya sabre no or yana kwese eja a wo fia enkwada ho accommodate enkwada na we dwane eja omonti no ontumi enya e ho saa because ye nyina ye papa no no.
Andra na me ni mpanifo bi kasa na pani ba ko ka kire me say nyoma bi wo ho a even MPP for ankasa no yedi ho ya o na mbuza say adan na ka office say plead na president de ma say ka papa no o wie sa negotiation papa no e kan asem bia menti bida o say agro no ye you o say aka menyon ba ko the first time man no say so the customer dey go away o say aka menyon we e dey go away o say aka menyon this baby you do eneno baby you do eneno it's difficult to defend
you go kuku uzimitia me
Musa obi ye MPP ni bia say how are we defending this? We are not happy because MPP we really yakuma dadie Ghana for ekamo sin bibia. Ghanaians are not happy. And on a man MPs 80 first eba out ebeka say ometium constituents. They've also looked at data. Performance is not good. Constituents want the man out. By this time we shouldn't be having this conversation. By this time I'm just being honest.
Don't you say be why ye nim? I don't understand.
And when they asema esi ye buta e dey na why ye nim. Because me I'm not in the helm of affairs to know say maybe bibi wo ho na bibi nia. There are the minjini say senior unim bibi ana enim. So it comes back to the point say the papa man na say minister na say odo party ni odo man na. This is not the time you should even put MPs. I'm a general secretary. I mean, people have just started lambasting the general secretary. You see, some of the guy is just doing his work diligently, trying to keep the party together. You see, reconciling the executive with the legislature. The guy is young man by this time. Now what we need na keso focus. Yeah, this bad when you know we could have made things easier for him.
When I am in charge, but who forced him there?
He applied for a job. And that is another point. That is another point we can debate. So, I'm pleading with the said people. Your own people who said they do business with government about out. They can't do business with you in particular anymore. I didn't hear Trinity sign. That's not to be so me sabotage. That's not one I was sabotage.
Okay, but
I can say secret be will between President Nanado ne Ofuriatante.
Secret.
Yes, because the what is Ofuriatante say never or komuno ye ni atete okun ye ni pampese me ne ya drink akra e wo ho because me share from me tekona bi na me hwe bibi. Tie bia na o kan asem tre Nanado enfa bia o so good policies o person
so you resign
o kan section na for Nanado enfa but
resign
o person resign me show so person resign but family ni nyama susu wo because tie won him say on no kasa as a finance minister me braka say me akeke so ka say o spend ya and ma wo company kwa na spend 2 months there's no revenue coming in the company will collapse. Euro for attacker say some free SHS policy now what the abandon. Let's review it. Waka also say no me review. Waka it be first attention or come or flat also come say oh ka papa no enfa. It can attention no. On no finance minister. On na ɔhwɛ sikasɛm ɔse free SHS policy na wɔde aba no na yɛ review wɔ abra nkɔfo mo sika betwa no ɔmo ntua ɔmo mu ntumi no yɛ so ɔmo ase ɔse dabi nti ka ne ya no
na aka sɛ bibi sa na sɛ obi a wo yɛ very principle no ada na wo resign
sa resignation no what I say ɛyɛ busuafo na pushi no but ɔmo busham na nya nuguaseɛ
what for after the body no me there who you sure
that's it family and friend business family and
wild speculation.
What is
are you qualified to be the finance minister?
He is qualified to be the finance minister, but look who the from the president to the president's advisor to the finance minister. Who the even a Dubai friend said, "Gab, I could not come with a Dubai." And yet, the papa a Dubai 1992 Dubai. Oh, that's it. Offer. Engineer, wow, that a community. It's you know. What I want to say. No, that's okay. What I want to say, they said, Nanado started very well. On your consultation, broader consultation. Matese were free market women, were free women, were free women. Mane confessor MPP from your market women now we put on Tio Mase. En Crofono Moka Assembly, and your constituents no wow, no the MPP constituent MPs, no constituents from say, my papa and co, my papa and co. Of what as so on modern who say Charlie, and the Kasa we talk about Mandela. Oh, nobody president, nobody was made Jack to home in Kobu. What I say, and you can say, he should just resign and he didn't and cow. But we be sad na say bia you to no sorry no mo jalu tabi ko peja na say bibi say ba na say for so say ko na say wa kwa credibility friend say credibility be no and I say there will not be any honor I can force say kaniba kaniba with the structure of Kanuforiata from data bank with the business kakra minimum no warning it will stop this noise. You don't need this noise. Oh, here Saturday no.
Sikam pay.
Sikam pay. I want to Tabana papa can say me adeba kwa mi eye me yapa ni sa galam say no mo chip omunya machine no machine no. Unya machine no machine no. Ba person ko ye dwuma bo de ema district na say me ko rent machine. Ekoye. Why would you do that?
Oh, this is assemblies wo ho wo be chima.
Why would you do that? Ghana has said obi ekweto indruboni no de kosi na say chine hu so de indruboni na aye esi dan na ye china ye de tu kuzi ni ye sizi dan okwose dan no o hye no o sizi o de ma aban ebe ya aban Agya aban pade ade to obi use galam say obi use machine ade board din say ade betu glass of china o se machine no tema moto we no ye pese ye pe machine da ye go why would you burn the machines? Into no management no bibia say but me there finally no offer so person on resign
titia
simple
Dela baby am so mo adwen ko na se mo no e mo ye very diabolic pa
o me Dela na
mo seda mo so mo ya na I say kan no e na mo ya ma ni wa ye dipa bone a ma de se dipa bone de bi ma wi ase da na afi ye ya afi na edu baby edu later no
assembly nya hwe se anope omampanyin nanado ehwe program ye a le rebe ho pa
sa
le rebe ho esanse adwene kyerɛkyerɛ a ye kyerɛ no wa ha no a onfa nye dwuma no a enim guase egu no ebe ha no hwe ono ankasa ni nipa ya soma no se o mekasa ma no ese Ghana fo eni nje kura. Yeah, exactly. Into what we say, Ghanaians are not happy at all.
Yeah, Ghanaians are not happy.
Now, if Ghanaians are not happy, that's a wunya ketua na ye finance minister. Wa wunya. And now ko Kumasi, eko kan say time wa wo opposition no. Ono ne ko pay sika de ma party na the party ne ba power. Time or the bank eko gi si awa. E de pay sika na mo hen. Okay, o man pay na kan. Enti asemu a menua panyin ne menua ne ka no sene nyane se o man panyin fi se keno for yata de ne ekokopay sika de be ye the campaign enti oya ade o onya ade o Ghana fo ni age o Ghana fo brew abana ni mo egu ase o sade yen o enfa no na we na MPP MPs do mo twe a mo parliament mo se de mo twe me da se ehunu se baby ade no kom se ni mugwa se ni begu MPP aban na akufa do obako na party no ugu ne mu ase no e na omo ya magine so omo be kasa na omo ba abonte ne be kasa da bi na baby a ekọ ọman no membu no awubuo no enum gwase be ka MPP anhwe ne ebe ha yen ene ye ba abontene ana obetu na de ye na eye na he was asem onyina na ko okumase ekoka ase ye nhunahuna no sawo ni sa na kan radio so okumase se ono ye nhunahuna no ubisa kwa abrefo a baka kire kwa abrefo no ye nhunahuna no opa to aba ma ni se fa no now de ye na ado ebufuo was asem we nyina ne se time wa MPP MP for no say ye kenoforata no omo ka kire say a notice is hereby served so woman we yina mfiri wa or the business ba parliament omo boycott eno kwa na ye ebufuo che say unhunahuna nanado ono ye hunahuna no
so na wo hunu no
okay and thank you ye hunahuna na MPP for no emrantie no omo ye determined nti ye hunu ye ne hunu se nanado ne de mu kan onfa ye adwuma de a ene ye moa mo ne mfa ekwan foforo so ne yi ken no mo so mpe o se mo party no o se mo aban no ye moa mo na mu yi ne nsi ngen enti senja moji simple ye ntoaba nipa 183 ye yiri nsi
o se mo party na fa mo
o de o ye boa wo mo ye boa e Ghana party ade de senja moji ko na tie de me nua kai o sisi ye ekwan a ya fa so ne ye fa so ade ni mguase ye begu ken Ghana ni mguase o se ken Ghana the whole West Africa or the whole Africa ye sika na anya kura bisa be boa the whole world ye sika na anya kura inflation the whole world ya nda kwa da second or third the whole world in the last 6 months 7 months ye sika say inflation ya high e come dear and that sardine lele ya turn 12 cedi and is a week at 10 cities now ko to dokono a wontumi nto dokono ne nchina odana na akufado obi a yati sika so na come dear
nchina mzo ya 12 cedi
dabi dokono ye bono 4 cedi 5 cedi wo top 4 cedi 5 cedi wontumi baako enya ma mienu dokono obi enim se mienu enti mienu ye sen 10 cedi ana 9 cedi me china mo he me sadi we first ne to sadi 3 cedi Titus 4 cedi and that ya to Titus 9 cedi lele aya 12 cedi enti ukita 15 cities 20 cities wontumi ni dokono ne china onda nanado fish serious na ye wo mrantie ti se osmakesibe professor die baafo die economic management o munyina wo party nim okoto ase wo de se de menu akan wo de nanado onti obi ampoa onko president kufo se de na president kufo me no bu aman obu man no ama ye nyina hunu se obu oman baby edru de achia nso emuye enum gwase ye egume me sere wara bua me fa wadwini kakra bua me nti nanado de ahanta beto nchen na wakoda na akufa omanpeyi na president kufo nchen because on tie engineer on tie yen ayewa on tie yen yesu sama no gra nti on ko president kufo non ko pa ne chose baby a medi oman no asi kasa Ghana for kasa enum gwase egum aban MPP su meye ne sen na ye president kufo be na dwene papa bi non fa bebu oman no na tie wa na o ma me ewuo and I was so wada I'm fine nti na na don't say inflation inflation 40.4
there's some work say yempamuni ono so bobo ministers bi osusu say they are performing creditably well obo agric minister di obo agric minister so obo safo fudin obo kenoforata din say they are one omo ye ministers omo ye adwuma pa omo bo adwuma enti se nipa ne bo adwuma onko yi wo mu firi onko
enti ne se kekan kodu de godu kashen kodu omampanyina nipa hwe nipi Ronaldo peso ka che se nipa 8 nu a omo MPP MPs 8 nu a de wo mu hu na kufa do hu sa anaso nipa 8 no adwene ni
so mo ntwan na onye negotiation wie na fa budget ne mra na nyema nyina to wie a then the omre aba no wadwene ho
eja mama se mama example bi IMF negotiations sometimes aban we ready 1 week 2 weeks you are finished eboa eko 4 weeks ni can oforiata de nkrata nyina kogugu IMF nim simple negotiations it has taken us for 1 month na figures odi ko figures na we nye dey be we nye correct declare we say odi nyama nyina hata esie and IMF biesu 4 weeks ni ye tumi ye negotiation with London not that hotel na ye tua hotel bills by 1 month ni hotel bills ye wi o meba I just say a kaka no mo bob bai over tie ni na simple
simple dey o
e ka me nko a e ka MPP for Indiana na Akufado no jai oforiata no ntena homaye baby odi o man e ko na Akufado agi se oton nsuo na nsuo dware no a anso na bahunu se baby abeduru no time
okay party ni no
me ye di nkomo yi na bi bebo fa madwenem se ye ka o man se kasam no pandemic yi ehu hia pa se me ka mo so ma menka esa sabane kire se eye no na ye because 2019 2017 18 economy no eye kama na yi covid gidigidi ebe se ye kom se gbungbran na covid be se ye ne manyina covid be se ne manyina wie ya ye hwe se betumi apeke na Ukraine and Russia for so koto che Ukraine so enti se ne mani nyina no eye bibia ya plan eba unexpectedly and affect ye se kasam tutuye. That is what the government is saying. Government in run the economy no ono no nsa no na ha adwene a an ye nya no ntum na ye koye ni abutre ben bi na me
abutre we say unya ne say o man no yenim ye total national revenue yenim ana yenim ye expenditure in terms of salaries and emolument and then payment of loans amortization or whatever they want to call it. What I say, and they are canon for investment. You need how I run your country. And the time I watched 2015, 2016, JMD call IMF horn. Now almost so you 350 million every year. Neba. And sana na do airban. What I say, na do be bano. Na JM aside and me catch us say 2 oil fields. I no so ediska esa abekan when a year no yenya between 780 million and then 800 million dollars oil no ediska ebreye. Now yenim sani yesika sem city enti sa oba now be 20 billion now say what the kwa clean banks are and no be ye free e fine salary no ana the editorial loans no ana investment dey no be free because you see can aba no pepe what I say enti let's say okoji loan
waje
so enti okoji loan e dey abeye cleaning of banks okoji loan e dey abeye registration of Ghana card okoji loan e dey ama electoral commission no dey register atoaba okoji loan e dey create region SAS can you know free because you total national revenue. And he said, why is Manako do 2019, 2020 and a COVID a unity? COVID news unity, no, and what year when you what's $1 billion every IMF every share economy? No, what's another 1 billion? A money by 2 billion. World Bank there 1 point something and this is by. And sana ye Ghana ha sika I jam de to ho heritage fund ne other funds be de to ho for ye gunko ahia mu a ye be kofa no enu su ni na no yakoyi ni na enti de covid be ye na wo kan enu ni de wan ye ti Ghana ha ene ma ye light any insuo free ye ko ba ya ye si ye ntwaka enti enu se say de wo kan no covid asem na wo kan e wo he
for one hour
Ukraine any Russia wheat any a better free wa e be ka se be ma e ho akire ye
asa
dia kan nyina is about fuel oil management any forex management eno na ma ye tiri pa ye nsese no fuel ye tu bi wa ha yes de ye tu wa ha no ye ntimi nane no to enti is a quarter finished product ediaba adentina physical ukobo busiano enfan cost equipment emato entimi nane ye no nanka ye discuss kitu bi pe na e quarter fuel no enei ye between $300 to $400 million every month and ye top finished product na de ba now the ba now be nane no wo ha now ton cedi now sa $1 sa ko top for obenya dollar no wo na ho
ai baby abenya wore na me be gina so ne ato nkratia wa ne abasisi ya mo twen ye basisi ya ye che ye be sam basisi ya mo twen
That's my girl.
Daddy.
Yes.
Please, can you help me with my homework?
No problem. Go on, okay?
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yes.
Aprepensa with koto, aka crab, momoni, smiling fish, and a kobe, and a bekwanya adiachiso.
Okay. How do you prepare it? How do you prepare it?
Preparing. It's a for the question be a mabuta corazon. Cancel it and make it this way. Cancel it.
This way chocolate drink.
You ain't getting this fish here. You need to prepare it. You can take it anytime, every day, everywhere. That's my girl.
This way chocolate drink. Near we here is here. This advertisement.
Ekwesi Bodi Akrobetu. You are an affable journalist whose dedication to your area of work is exceptionally impeccable. Your journey to being an incredible broadcaster has seen you traveling through the length and breadth of the world with philanthropists and ace broadcasters.
Okay, Akrobetu, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
On big platforms like CNN, Al Jazeera.
This is Al Jazeera News and Al Jazeera News viewers. I'm sorry, okay?
BBC and VOA.
US, my name is Akwesi Akrobetu, aka Who Knows Tomorrow. Reporting live from VOA America, Washington DC. Good night, Madame Wasibebre. Thank you.
You have used every platform to its fullest by acknowledging the welfare of the people you serve. Indeed, you are an epitome of good journalism. You have made a cautious effort to strive high in academia. It was therefore not surprising when you rose through the baccalaureate degree, master's, PhD, and onto professorship. International Journalist Association, IGA, and the Despy Media Group have recognized your enormous contribution to the public sphere of broadcasting and are proud to celebrate you. We therefore confer on you this day Professor Emeritus in Journalism. Henceforth, you will be addressed as Professor Emeritus Akwesi Bodi Akrobetu. Ayeko Akwesi Bodi Akrobetu. Ayeko Mr. Who Knows Tomorrow. IGA and DMG are proud of you.
Tidak nak mesti. Saya diet Oh, ready.
The rare news. Indeed, it is the rare news. Empire Homeopathic Clinic.
I'm free. Night-made mosquito coils. Emma Woda Hattie.
Freddy's Corner, your authentic source of quality home appliances.
Every day. Airtel Tigo. Life is simple.
UTV Aiko Jumadi a Eka Kuyayo ho ensem.
Ehun se kuya djuma. Aya na manfo so kwadwofo na edin ma no. Itimi se kuya ne je. Ni aso se de ta moye. Oman bia ne fapem ejina kuyayo so no. Oman ne wo future.
Okay.
Nti ni je ni ade a me pese me ye ne kese pa.
Tikoko pa de ohwe ni ye 7 years pa de na je gina na so. That's to about 25 years. I've been at Tibafum. Who said Tibafum? I'll be to you.
Ghana, and you might be any Kuyaimo, the AD, and the Aboa, a dada Jumadi, UTV Aiko Jumadi, at the Sanu Menina, Eddie Bro. The other Quaman on it, Seku Korin and Kekahon, and we are Diana, my Ghana, my Idinipa, a Camoon Sem, a Cabro Sem, a Cambodia Sem, Banchi, a Count Sem, and why in Bianso, a Count of Kajumay, a moon at Trekaka, Edin Fidiania, a Kajuma. Meaning a UTV Aiko Jumadi, a Beko Aquacofa at the Abron Washer, Quanya Oyo Kajuma, a bit me aye. And me Aduma, Quadabia, non cron about Pounsima, a Junumuno, a Aiko Jumadi so. The work Kuyamu Biano, yet the Bebro, the woman on it, the Ogana Hena, the Bebro said the Kuyano, Udu Hurema.
Jumedie one more assassin
AGB, truly a Greek and more.
Boris DC,
DHI College of Health and Education,
Kelly Potassium, Agya with
New Age Agric Solutions Limited.
Yes, ye kwaya yaba ye beto ye nkomo twetwe no so nansa na we de mu ma me fantwam ansa na ye de nkomo twetwe na akọ akyerkyerefo ne yewura enkansa Eric Dr. Eric enkansa samsam no ehumesua ene oman bia fapem so ehumesua koyi a eboa me call primary school manko international school me call saito ɛwɔ Chebidumase we started wɔ Anglican ɛna me call class 4 ɛwɔ Presby ɛna me de to so am called Medr nti kɔ Medr fo ni bi yɛ international school ni bi na so boa yɛ sense ho masu ade ho hia pa na kyerɛkyerɛfo no so consensus bi yɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛde no ho enkomo wonim sɛ yɛ wɔkuo ɛyɛ nsɛntwerɛfo kuo ba tan wɔ man Ghana mu yɛn so yɛwɔ hɔ yɛni hɔ anka nsɛm a yɛkeka nka ni da wurubɔ ne amahodo na nka nyɛ adwuma nti dubiri bi a abasobɔ ɛkɔ so nti ɛnɛ yɛdwam tenani ɛyɛ Albert Kwabra Dumfo ɛwɔ me nkyɛn wɔ ha bɛsima bi enum ne nsiantam yɛbidi nkɔmɔ tawtawtaw ne ahwɛ sɛ ahoboa bɛ ne yɛayɛ ɛde ɛma saa abasobɔ dwumadi ɛbɛbɛkɔ so yi menu yakɔ aba
Amejo se Kwabra.
Bibi aboko.
Nyame gu so hwa me.
Me hu ache papa.
Kwabra sat ye ma review.
Me
Kwabra ti ye ma. You na make catch. Na first. Na ka wo hwe me.
Sesi e fro kra e dey so me fa.
Kwabra. Oba mi fie kro no mbomo. Ne start no. Me na make catch. Wa sati.
Se e mo pa se Kwabra yesa. Ze wa me no tie pa wo ye president wo hwe me yenye. Ye kɔ ne sɛn ɛnɛ dwumadie ne te sɛn
ɛbɛm sɛ Kwabra dedi kan maame mbɔ wabaso ne UTV adwumayɛfo na abaso na membɔ Ghana nsɛmtwerɛfo na nso abaso esan sɛ yɛdi adwumason wohwɛ sɛdeɛ ɔman mu ɛkɔ a wohwɛ the current economic SCC na nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ yɛdi discharge your work with high professionalism wohwɛ the way we're trying to calm the nerves of the people. There's uneasiness in the country. That's your mind. It do somebody and so for we exhibit high professionalism because when to kick here, as some can of a canon.
A better guy.
It immediately said the way money could make bonds and for so even though like a typical headmaster we say there's more room for improvement. If you be a mensa home, is like a crowd, Yamaka core. Enchan akwem anas enye now so you try say better no
sure
enuti ye de capacity building workshop professional development training bebre hyehyɛ so say be yasem trofo we keep up to the emerging trend na me kan sara me ba any program no so but ene at Kempiski 6 p.m. ye bon sem trofo aba so san say o hwɛ your constitution no ahyɛ keten say afibia no say yetimi review the work of journalists near bomb abaso eye butai say chini say e be encourage omo kinyo omo na e be create healthy competition de bia no obi benya opese me so no you be recognizing me juma it o ya de na you don't sometimes na we work in our comfort zone it say Agya no say wunim say story you be file it you be report you be we but why do we have to act outside the box sometimes we need to go out of our comfort zone and then unveil the hidden secret nothing is news anymore when there's no credibility when there's no what you call newness in it because on the social media be as an asana do TV is the social media the only reason why the traditional media is surviving is because it still remains the only source of credible information.
Yeah.
It will be continuous media. Any responsible Ghanaian person biano, be say, make sure say Kwabra we Agya Kwabra be boss one nine. Kwabra se fa kan be kan one sama nine. And I peaceful news be kan nine. And the man is credible. It ye bo abaso. Who wins the journalist of the year?
Yes.
And ye be
okay.
What I say? And ye be and ye bo uhwe that would this at the 37.
Okay.
Come on, no, Nanka, Oshe Yaward, ya over 50 something categories. Yepeko, bon say, Jumedia shall say 6 o'clock, Yepepona, Ekobo 2 a.m., 1 a.m. Then we penny for be veterans, penny 4 seniors, it been made 70 years, anyway, no be a betrasia. I feel so. I did back on you who say near a dinner, awards and dinner. Now you won't say, Commandant Sacra, wait for your friend saying, Apomdim for another doctor, Samayati, as I say, and I did the crown and never. It's a man, Sebu, as or dainty, who could do Vena Commodore, who's your mamma Kakra, it's a young man, that's still like the good. It's yes, you when say, I am a son. Because if you awards, no, say what I say, we call life, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, nothing will be back. Or the Panibaswa, so did he. obeko na manfo didi untimi nko wants people because enye fine it needs all twem obi didi we betra ase it's not more time no economy ti ye di couple the dinner no night from the awards it first no nanka the only flagship program ayewo national in character and the GJ award you see I have been 2 flagship programs there were so many programs ye be a WordPress freedom the niama but you see 2 flagship programs being the GJ awards and the annual dinner night
okay
it's annual dinner night no and maybe at 5 o'clock anyway and maybe in December before ba udidi by sister to be the day we monsa like to socialize to network come nipa bebre show some trafo kuma eba ebi omu duechi omu ni bebi akroma chance free bedu they will bond for networking after socialization ebi obi okrampo na agoma wa show TV so ohun share oda on share kwansi fa kinda yakonya on share kokuba konda on share kwesi prat yakonya enna ebi no so look up to yanoma eye dikanfo no iti enyema iti ayenesa no na dey reduce the time iti can na hours na near spend away ni na swati from 50 something to 37 first near my honorary awards yema way say cutting na this year the only order a car 37 no in the year special award special recognition and not to some media houses on my selling what is it my selling independent account iti enumre under the team in economy in nyema the year comes here there's no better team than a team that seeks to address the current situation of the economy. It is walking the path towards Ghana's economic recovery.
Okay.
The role of the media.
Okay.
Walking the path towards Ghana's economic recovery. The role of the media.
Yes.
Because we see, yes, people baby say, Okonfubonia, Oshen come say, Ekurumbono.
The bottom be.
It you know, as a trophy on a bar, we have to put the interest of the nation first. The presence of Maya woman, so we are training uko to fuel, young cousin is training better swam. We have some training now for car transport into somehow. The interest of the nation should be paramount. At this time, we should be very sensitive in our reportage. You see, we should be very balanced, fair. It's as a sensationalism. We should avoid it. Let's exhibit high professionalism. Look, because Kwame, among foreign sharing, we are the watchdogs of the people's right, the gatekeepers. It is a yeno if we don't take up that mandate. When this a constitutional mandate, the people will come after us. And untino, because we are also we are partner in national development. In this course now we are also holding government. We are making sure that we hold government under strict financial discipline.
Okay.
Very, very key in recovering process.
Okay.
Is the 12 should hold government under strict financial discipline. Now in the special guest of honor. Okay. And the better okay. Talking about in measures the collaboration how on mine in Sakraye. Any hour of my coin or my ordinary air faswa to recover the economy. And then the collaboration between the government and the media and what is expect the media to do. I believe that this is time to collaborate, to support as a partner in national development. Okay. 6:30.
Kempiski. Kwabena medase papa. Folk bad time you drum training Kwabena abekobra
na ebe me say nyawa bebre ho na mum no is a say share that because we did 100 days. These are 4th month in office. We have done so many.
One Saturday be say am betena say na niam ahodo a moaye their more year and the way forward.
Yes.
Na ya
what is the general support fund no? So what think?
I'm say say and some na there na can in 10 times say nya there. It ya beje brepe no aba. And oba de ebe ni makom so questions be bre maybe sir na ye nuano sanchofo so mo share sada no obi an questions aba na ebisa especially the welfare of the journalist.
It's better 2 hours 30 minutes.
2 hours 30 minutes.
It's 6:30.
Okay.
Professor Ernest Aite, chairman of the occasion.
Okay.
What I say, the U.S. ambassador, about 7 ambassadors are gracing the occasion. UNESCO boss, UN resident coordinator, ministers, before it ampa ebedwa
ampa meba bi me das papa abekobra dwofo edwontan di edman sanchofo ko no na oba ma yedi nkomoto na dwumedi ebekoso o Kempiski ye ansanchofo abaso bodwumedi soronko no na yete ne nkete kwabra medase okwa akokoto na adwuma so anosa enti koto so na nwumere ye nyina ebehia ewo ho na yaye ama na atumi ayefe ye das papa enti na mame mra so ayi tishafo asemi labor Yempe Dr. Ricken Cancer because he's not one of us. He's a people teacher. On call mills, cinema, unqualified sense, on firm when Rumpens will be a so drew. You're equally qualified teachers were one. Bet you a Jumano, any who semi labor commission boom, according court injunction, so munko when we a labor expert. Baby, a day can quay. Almost say to me a mukoto mraso, and I'm a friend on the Baby Jumano. Would you say, or quite a fast so handles I did we? Can you bet me a handle no properly and can could do in Pempenswa, teacher for the theatre. I'm going to be baby away. You what 30 minutes into the 30 minutes, no, 6.
And Prempino, I am mode a me bra edaneme. Solomon Kote, onu no ye labor.
Kwa Solomon Kote labor, ampa, Solomon Kote labor.
Yes, but no problem. Yeah, here. The issue has taken is GES no by your convention and ye send ye church for your money fund. President Nepal oti training.
Okay.
Na wapa ubi. And say oni teacher for no adwuma. But teacher for no so as more can say. Well, say no the policies are better. Our policy need to say. So we a teacher ni kra na say unkoye education wo school either diploma na say degree unkoye education na ade friend education na nkasa no ye ma un kira de ade a abeda ho sisi abeda ni working policies sisi enu ti say sa na tie de a na say okopa obi a oni ebe bedi djuma ma education no akona nimu a na so no nso nkoye education a ede na akofa no deba ohun baby teacher for no o masem no wono yes etosunu but enu nche say sabande na ba moso mo ko strike enu de menyante ase strike na say see the number you have to go and negotiate discuss with the president say adiya mo aye ide ebema sa amra na mo de abase obi nkoye education no ntimi nkyira de no ebema na ye aye loose ohun say na this say cry say the bakunso abeka ho say this also cultural exams and say na ya ma professional
licentiate
you know enti adina papa yi on chuobi onu so a wonye education eso oba be ye mpanyini so e bet me discuss it now ka say anu ntino ye tutu school num na nkwala anu nkotena fia anu de say
almost so mo de kan ho asem a obi antie omote won
na obi antie a muman nkoi adan oto wo sese ide na esi na mi te say omo ka bibi say education nsem no ye pe obi a obetumi abeka efrititi 1975 a ye establish ya debi IFO obi a why education no problem na ya solve no me pezemi the call is here ya ya fa we also one problem nyina say gradual ayi enti obi so adinti na mon test no kwa hwe ye man be 6 months ye hwe hey papa ye de ni ba ye kan yo za o nim hwe education afa ni obi ahun say the moya no there's some justification but say here oba ye nipa won ne nkoje bibia fem say no ye djuma wo ye attachment bi wo ministry ho e bia omo nini koshia se bia onu susu se kukuru ne ho no e bia na nyan kakra enti Yes, but because it's saying maybe I seen a teacher for Nijano, or union for Nijano. Me dream one in Chas because the pan moon, I just said some moon, and it is a be a moon walk on body so. I know to buy Biana or Mohun Kotom because the unknown is serious, Kakra. Because the unknown Nipano, obey a papa, Yanina Kikan, Sema, could be a teacher for your home better, Kakana, daddy, and one way nephew, Mokofa, a papa by Nimino, oh, anti incommunable. But so lucky, no. Second, and then yet, Sakaya to 2 Musao.
School so teacher for Nanko.
No, teacher for no. I said maybe I may want to call me say teacher for no, they were there. I mean, second were hot, but and say they are too tiny. But and yet, in Colamu Crown or what bombard that. Now, yes, I call critic. Yes, I call you. We are come. No, let's face it. Idea I was say. A Saito schools, you know, pressure because in Colabe system or down back,
80.
And so now we are better than it. And it is I didn't know, yes, I say, most are creating more problems. I'm a school now, saying yet, and into America say, Jomo, I feel yes, and chinchimum ranumbium. So only do crop for call unnecessary striker. I was here, Chiwaso, because there were essential areas be or strike and solve problems. No, you need to talk. You have the opportunity to talk.
But sometimes also need to say the employer, which is the government, you know. Everybody being so.
Government now so no so ya na se no area wasem wom almost ya so because some people are almost strike here ansana wakoye ebi ni finance minister MPs dey there wakotua common fund wakoye we na chese o man koya nka wontia e dey asem no enti enu anu no eterebo a so omo hoji
well dala madwala na say bia so dwaba amemrefie wo dey amemrefie kira dey a abayire o
Agya Kwabena am say asem we asem a emu ye bufu me nkasa wo bebre esan say mo sector
okay
teacher for you ye unions and say ye mpanyifo o ma asem nyina ne say o ma asem nyina ne say uko Ghana Police Service a wontumi nkwa nkofa Mason se nkoye IGP
and there be any
good uko Ghana Medical Association professional we are doctors wontumi nkofa banker so onkoye the leader of the Ghana Medical Association yako Ghana Bar Association we are lawyers wontumi nkofa carpenter
one knowledge no enkoyo
ekoyi pa
dabi medical association enye medical service medical association enye medical service and GBA enye law service
the bebre why you but mama say and the profession teachers Ghana Education Service you need to be licensed your license is renewed every 5 years it means it's a professional organization we meet international standard anywhere are you okay
yes
that is it until you cannot just enter if you enter and you are non-professional teacher you will not be licensed to have the kind of number I will have. They make something say. And to say your doctors wo na say want to mean confirm Mason so onko di omenim. Na your police service wo want to mean confirm carpenter say onko ye omo leader. Na say wo Oba Ghana Education Service. Na say wo confirm banker so onbe ye onbe da wo manu a. Omo say ye wo kasa ye ka. Doctor for wo mo kasa wo mo ka. And a police for wo mo kasa wo mo ka. Ghana Education Service ye wo kasa wo mo ka. Nipa mu yi no si free ho no aya professor Mankwa mo si na juma mo de share nsa na wie anya se bi o retirement o na juma mo de share nsa na wie enti onko na mo de juma foforo ba mo pedi pa foforo ba abetua so ana teacher for ne ka say professor juma o yi ye ni problem bia oba ye na juma o ye no ano so oba sesa no dia and ye ko fa ne seso a won the same credentials no bra me juma. So, engineer actually did that. I don't know or a professional teacher. What should I do? What much I did? It doesn't mean
or don't from people teacher. No?
Absolutely, we are people teacher. And to a bunny say, your ranks, no, any BBR. there are certain positions that you cannot get there because you are not a professional teacher. Now, Oba Ghana Education Service mo one problem is say you were teaching ni to me call the masters banking. Ghana Education does not recognize it. Tiho, it is a more engineer, a board degree, or KNUSC, me engineering background, genius in fine judgment. Me call law. Na me Ghana Education Service, my say me free, be Ghana Education Service, na me call baby, want to fine judgment. Otu kokoye nursing na the bar Ghana Education Service nsom emfa nye adwuma ye mfa promote entimetie se me koye the qualification bia wo university na me bo degree our banking and administration na me the Ghana Education Service ye nje it will say okay, so if you need a banker o ma sem nyina ni o, if you need a banker come into the Ghana Education Service. There are teachers with the same qualification. What was that? No, what was it? You know, what about Ghana Education Service? No, obemua. You will teach for more that qualification, the same qualification. We have found more promotion. You have found judge womu. You have found upgrade womu. And he says, "Sadia," and the brand can be fire muba kubi. That is all we say. Say since the inception of Ghana Education Service, Act 506, I did buy you know. All of them have been the same qualification, the same procedure. Of our Ghana Education Service, and now I know kasi. There were 280 directors across the country.
Ghana Education.
Me know kasi is here. There were 280 of all the 216 districts. We have directors. There were over your offices that there are so many of them who have not been promoted to go and do their jobs. Say you're promoted to some one year directorship no I say called district but e bi no nyan koye into odawa enti among the 280 directors across the country no ye nya ba kumpo amana ba me wo director general. That is the cry of the teacher unions as to whether they should call for a strike for it. That's one I differ a bit. I don't know. Should that be a strike? Should the child say akwala no class because of any abuying? Yes.
That is my
so they have a genuine concern, they have a genuine legitimate reasons why. You cannot take a carpenter to go and be a Ghana Bar Association for penny. Want to mean sir, I know the Omarkel, but strike no na me fee say I know shikakra because akwala no no class mo nya me salary bi ne yentua ya na bi nipa ye de na ba beto no but almost so asem nyina ne say ye jai mano kosua. Politicians will always influence. That's the fear. If say every year be about the following year, no the politician baba say now education here basa. Enti mess rabai. Say teacher for asem one more can. Sebi about. One asem ni strike no one more fan. Ano ye she. O ma twa san. Adwoda ye o mo school. Aban no wo ntrase ne o mo kan yi. Na nya fe. Say service no our professionals and that is idea and you be a work university akoko banking administration finance our Ghana Education Service no ye fan hwe ho ne fa no promotion na te say ye biem
what say ebi a papa yi a obey odo de ba no ba de yes action no
you see this is where we get na me dua de bi say almost utie kwasi kwatin a ene ada e o say na adwuma no baba no administrative work and yes obi oboko classroom akokọ kire ABC de bla 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 na so obitua ye adwuma na de tetesa na me bisa say ansa na chekirefo ebeti sa ginan no menye say teacher union so no sore ya akeke ena omkusi ginan no ebia omne empanyifo di hu nkoma beduru babi na wonhunu say ya pusu ye ho kakra ebe ha adwen dia be se so bibi di free we mu kakra say as oman or as government. So as I say tina sia ma de no ehwiegu ansa na ya say asesa de agumu bio na
madwene say o say tie woni aban edi nkomo na aban ne ya na dwene say yentiu bia enti say nya saa enka de enti na aban say oh mo de nipa bran aban wo na wo tumi say wo yi nipa we wo de nipa we bran ye fi say yentumi ne establish a working relationship enti sisa no And that's how we say we have the men. Anamiboa. And we don't men need war. You bet me you be I went to a teacher for no cost strike. Why the strike? The teacher for no cost strike, no, to tell you say how serious we are about the whole issue. It's about free strike. And yes, I'm God because the only way government will respond to them will be to go to strike.
Okay.
And no matter or go on strike. No matter strike. No. And TBF said this one should not be a buying woman tenacity. Now we'll solve. There are so many directors around. Okay. So when our person about teacher for the reasons why you want this one to be your director general, maybe the other manifesto be back. Abe implement Ghana Education Service war, and our fee said he was the one to spearhead the reforms. No, teacher unions must be engaged. Tell them this is what you want to do. Plead with them. Almost that is it. But to impose it on them, no, they will also resist.
He has about 15 council members to work with.
Yes.
They are all education people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, my mouse name say, about the son, me program me want to say, my education, no, a coffin.
Yeah.
It's as a one. Your education, pa, a basic.
Yeah.
Into to feel one. Foundation kwara ni benya no ena be gina so amane dru bebe so odru e ho na nsam ya start bank tenkete betumi de have the abre yi teacher ni no ko cha de no so anya sound mind can we say garbage no be hwie de gu akwara ntwa wantwa emfa no e be gu beba asam na make say o de amemere fi eya e be ha adwene pa etu jiri say den esese ye say be ya obi ko gina classroom a chade a obi nya ko Dr. Rinkin cancer na ono nko a teacher for no so do so bebre nkwade she teacher for no so de e cho eti den esese ye sese ye we e den esese ye 5 minutes
senior ese yeti nyime biase ese yeti ase ana migidi so bia ebegia tum say oye akola most of the time you spend in life and you spend it in the school and you spend it with teachers. So teachers are very important to us.
Yes,
very important.
Individually, you know, make I me teacher be a make SHS, me wo JSS 3 teacher me you I meet Maka o mo pass Mike and Mr. Papa V. Apart from abano ombebo no, ombechi what na sia mo we say it's about your life. It's not about anybody. So we honor teachers. But at times, senior in same because wa of I was now busa say chinchina in same because wo ministry wa say yetimi yetimi popo mu busa say e den na because wo ministry ho senior short time wo dey strike no ya antise negotiation na bibia ekoso eno an say yes teachers for no work kwan say on be strike no na on be strike ni we obeti say union bi wo a part of the union wo Kumasi omu Ashanti region omu ye adwuma omu say a strike in there they are not part of it. So even the whole union was not in agreement with it. Senior the last ekasa he felt that it was too harsh. I believe said these are there are some things as teachers in Penifono Mudi teacher for you know they really need to represent the individual or the common teacher's interest. And there's a reason why I'm saying that.
I reason the way.
One of the leaders Kasawo radio so I said back we raise and say Papa no a minister no PA. And I'm like, you see, you have to differentiate between an executive secretary and an executive assistant from a PA. See, there are two different things. So, Obia, your friend a doctor, what could your PhD? I say you are belittling the person's experience and the person's ability to work. You ever say nipa naba 6 months? Ni aka say oh ne background no only education nti otimi ni ye ndi abobo ya then we know say there's a cause for alarm. We understand the point of the teacher say obi awa bebia no should have a certain educational background, but don't we accept change in order that we can learn new things?
To say Dr. Rikinkasa de Nemafufuru be ba.
This is what I believe. This is what I believe, and it's only time that can only tell us that. It means say, hey, Dr. Eric Nkasa, it doesn't work like that. It's only time that will tell, say, we've risen or we've not, we went down. It's only time that can tell that. Okay. But obi should make agreement say within that time na money na yes. But GDA and they say nipa nkofo na oni omu ye adwuma no. Yebe kusu omu say yes oni medication na asem ni nyina. So let's direct him. It's no nkwana the fact so direct and just say adwuma no nkwana ebe yo. Ana senior meboa. No nkwana ebe ye. It's a collective work aye nyina ye be ye. Say no be so pra N1 and your president eduma say okopra N1 but in the line of it is something, it's a duty of the president, but it sees down somewhere. So these are ayabutre. Okay. Yes, teacher for say yes, Romo. They should give it time. Strike ni there. It's just make us say it wastes productivity.
Manema catchy.
And manema so catchy.
Okay.
It's yes, teacher for.
Okay.
Yes, Romo pa. But senior, Yama Koso ministry ho.
Yama Koso.
Yama Koso. Obi wechi. Obi wechi. Obi onema bebre.
I'm speculative.
Your canon ebeboa say
Obi wechi.
Time was our appointment by the former PRO for the ministry.
Vincent.
Yeah. Oh, some Vincent account. Vincent Akasapa is a politics view education. And idea Yenchi say you can appoint anybody to be the minister at the education ministry, Minister of Education. The president can appoint anybody. But so we call Ghana Education Service no a public service. And it requires certain professionals. And they have certain regulations. Nti oman payment me appointed and you one who appointed one is who appointed director general. Now so me feel say the ideal thing say teacher for unions or no be ejuma. Uni omo kasa. Nti say we hwe the Vincent Sifua ababeka. Awo ho no a. Na say MPP for no ankasa omo politics a wo mo ye no. And I did progress.
Internal politics.
Internal politics are here.
Division.
Sir, I go inside no, but Obi. Ewe chia obo kutupa.
Obi sir.
I'm just saying this to the MPP say as a group and as a party if we don't support ourselves together we'll lose together. That's all.
That's it.
If you don't support yourself together, you will lose together.
Labor ministry and labor commission. Me sometimes na me labor ministry me no so mo ho say mo ni because say labor ministry wo ho a bibi say no and say so man ba bonten kra
serious, yes.
Because you are there to represent so one na be hwe apa for adwumadie so ya e be di pa no be hwe but ministry betina sia made na jinsemu ansa na o ma sori so a na mo de akọ labor commission o mo so de ye no mo deda na mo so de o mba ya ne say go back to illegal ade na o ye go back to the classroom go back to work na anye ya na yakọ court so ye be ko so atwa hu say ya da bia sa
Agya Kwabena and na wudi ka no aso omo so ya no mo ba bonten e ka so mo ko strike e bia consultations bi e ko so bankrofo ntie oh me baby I am there say omo asa akọ back to the classroom na o say we na e bae no Ghana phone na e kasa majority of Ghanaians anji antum majority of Ghanaians anji but baby person me ne menua de la ya adwene say o say ekuo bia no omo kasa
exactly
kamna me Tatiana Boatin a hostess omo code say mamaka say bi uniform Tango Victor then
uniform atari ayeshe
uniform Tango Victor UTV well it's not UTV no
United Television
uniform Tango Victor it you know uniform ni you Tango ni T and Victor ni TV into UTV na ya spend wo no You call airport and ask be a hostess kasa so mo kasa mo say alpha beta tango omega code you don't understand the military people use it what I say it won't to me call fat teacher and so called head military don't we first teacher ni and catch say uncle obi onim security matters be I say uncle CDS
need you or there
on security matters. That's what I'm saying.
That's political appointment.
The
ministry is different from.
You see, someone. Do you know what was going to happen in Ghana?
No.
But he was able to pick information, and they've come out to say a lot of things. It is true what was going to happen. We all know say Anka BBC. We know what I said. So speculation. Oh yeah, but speculation. Yeah, don't want to some come back to the classroom.
Yes.
But once, and then you see, yes, son, they say, oh, bad and Tony and Trini. Oh, but rejected girl be says, yeah, but you know who girl now? But I say, ha! I was here with you. Into a more rejected man is a banker. Oh, may you jaro no yenejuma. What interest now? So he is coming to fight for your interest. Into no, your mark time. Papa Naka say you need our reborn. Our Indian baby no oye papa oye pepepe. Ukuma mo kona mo banina na papa na wo ye from papa but na wo mu ye from papa na wo ho no na ye dey count na ye wo na ye ko nti ka pese me kan say ye be do ma so ma baba na abai no so entie de omo eka aban ntie the teachers no eka and the teachers no so mo so entie de abai no eka Reverend Lawrence Stetton I can say be or say emotions have no sense. Emotions have no sense. So the before build emotions say bibi adwin bia na ho into the bibi ye bibi a enye also mo bad strike no Ghana for majority of Ghanaians have condemned them. But also no person make aseka kai won secretary home ni say who say we university ni e bibi two new bi say wo say wo pe koko na ubenya koko na ubenya ona wo de emra aba say who need diploma who need degree who need senior you cannot be a teacher you are not qualified one out the buy into when aluta continua and that is the
they are expecting says I will see me teacher
someone I will see
teacher license yes I need to
so super koko one license na ubenya it throwback na so na what they about it tell person what say no what I say but if they no share no you don't want so ma come back to the classroom and planning here mo yes
madam say papa say munya breba ye madam for obesra me a o hwe me a wonti twi so na meka ya mani e friend Ghana yenko na N1 kwan a efe pa no eso ye fi ye no ye na gata simu nyina choku ye no ye na street light ni ginagina ho enso light bi anso ye no yenko na so ta ye ntumi de 6 hours o kaso akwan so ye no yenko na ye se ayi kokwase interchange tie ho anwan enso no se edu anwumira traffic to me boss be for 4-5 hours dey nya do sawo ye no yenko na motorway ye this concrete na ye na so ye patch a ye de quota e na patch ye no yenko na ye wotama oil refinery wo ho aka be say ye adwuma efo go ye tu omoka na so mo refining so kwa mani ye no madam aswate
the refinery di
opani oti a kire ho no edela edem otichani medana se papa na fe miami engineer ba ko pe abifia me ne ekone akokohwe se de nso ne ese kwan no wo ho na ye siesie no me da se na fe adanta kumi nso ono sabrante wa woni ni abre pasa enche bi obeye MP wono sunie na fe miami nua Matthias B.E. Boatin or your governance and international relation expert wono so ebe bie na wo mo eboabo e me hihye dwumadie ye Prince Obimpe Roger Kote ka ho na hwan Robert ka ho na hwan bio ai Kobi so ka ho na Rasta ne papa wuo wono so e ka ho na macho fie nyina ye macho bako pe aha munkala wo ho okito wo ho insurance wo ho na fatin so wo ho ɛna radio so ta echi dendenden na mmom no ɛyɛ miami general manager Kennedy Osai Asante Osai Mase so lawyer ni so wudu hu mi okrum na so wo yes ogege me a ise mo lawyer ni pa proper lawyer pa sam no betwe man so no hu badwuro enti giye wan opay on behalf of critical issue crew ni nyina yes congratulations what my which say what my we feel so proud say we general manager yenim say yenim say am for say me can say be fe for party no enti e be ba party nyakopon hira o mo nim de na me hu pictures bi osua de am bedu baby no not that table ase wa bre ba so be kokoda de on na de ni table bi ase na no hye ho that tells you say obi ahase so wan ka bibi ankere wa wo hu bibi ofiri ene bibi ababeduru ye mu bi no ho abra ya abra na so me so encheme lawyer na se bi lawyer wie bi di de Agya Kwabena makrabo na se na ye be se hia